Death is a black camel that kneels unbidden at every gate. Tonight, Black Camel knelt here. Hollywood star Sheila Fane is murdered during her stay in Hawaii. Her murder is linked to the murder of another Hollywood actor from 3 years before. Our favorite sleuth, Charlie Chan, with the help of psychic Tanavero, sets out to solve both murders.
So I was fortunate enough to find some of the old Charlie Chan mysteries, the books, at the library. And among them was The Black Camel. Having already seen the movie at least 50 times, I was interested to see the difference between the original story and the film adaptation. So as with all the Chan movies, I always loved the great casting, but I'm happy to say that after reading the book, I appreciate it even more. Everyone was very true to the characters of the novel, and particularly Chan himself. Warner Oland's portrayal of Charlie Chan is almost exactly the same as the character of the book. Bela Lugosi as Tanavero was also quite fitting. In the book, you get to see more of his character, and he's kind of creepy and mysterious, and a suspicious amount of knowledge on the case. So the book is a cozy mystery, so it's a little bit slower, and there were some long descriptive scenes. The descriptions were very poetic, though, and I personally loved it. There were really only a few differences that I noticed. One of the major differences was the character of the butler. In the movie, they cut down on a few clues to make the plot go faster, and the butler, this guy right here, he turns out to be a crazy murderer, infatuated with the maid. And he adds a little bit more suspense, and there's a bit more action. In the book, the butler is actually more of an elderly gentleman who cares about being a good butler more than anything else. And he has very little to do with the actual case. This also means that the guy he kills in the movie doesn't actually die. And, it's kind of a relief, actually, because I always felt kind of bad that that character just had to die, So Smith was the character I'm referring to. Smith, he's actually another character who's very true to the book. And again, since the book goes into detail, we get to see a little bit more of his character as well. So he's like this beach bum painter guy scheming for enough money to buy his way back to the mainland. And he's a very interesting character to read about. And the actor who portrayed him in the movie did an excellent job. So there's also a major clue that didn't make it to the film, and that is this broken watch the culprit used to confuse the time which the crime was committed. And that is actually very interesting because later on in the film series, they reuse this broken watch clue in Charlie Chan in Rio, which is actually has very similar plot as the original Black Camel. It's not quite a remake, though. It's actually more like a second adaptation to the book. Both movies are based off of different elements of the book. And that was also rather fascinating reading the book, seeing this. And the reason the watch wasn't used in the original Black Camel movie was to cut down a little bit, make it a little bit faster, because in the book, there's a whole long scene where Charlie Chan has to go through everyone's alibis twice because of the watch clue. So they took the watch out to speed up the film a little bit, make it go faster. And in the film, Charlie Chan finds out almost immediately Tanavero's real identity and his motive for working on the case. But in the book, this is only discovered around the climax. A lot of suspicion is thrown on the character.
And just some random trivia, a lot of the picture was actually filmed on location in Honolulu. And there were even several shots taken at the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. Also, the character of Jimmy Bradshaw is played by Robert Young, who would later star in many light comedies and dramas, and is now probably most remembered for Father Knows Best. This was his sound film debut and his first big step in Hollywood. And Dwight Frye, who played with the butler, also appeared in Dracula with Bela Lugosi, which was filmed the same year as The Black Camel. Chang Apana was a detective of Honolulu Police Department and the inspiration for the character of Charlie Chan. He met Warner Oland while The Black Camel was being filmed in Hawaii.
It really was great to find the book, though. I find the old cozy mysteries relaxing. I honestly enjoy watching the movie and reading the book equally. In my later videos, I will still be talking about Charlie Chan as a series, both the Warner Oland and the Sidney Toler portrayals of Charlie Chan. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments what you thought. And feel free to subscribe